Your travel plans just got a lot smoother or will get a lot smoother once you know what to expect. Joining us this morning is Nishan Roll, Sales and Marketing Executive at Bahamasair. He's here to share some helpful tips as well as highlight some of the new routes and walk you through services and baggage policies that passengers should know before they fly. Good morning, Nishan, and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, and it's great to be back.
All right, so what are some key travel tips Bahamasair wants passengers to keep in mind?
Well, of course, you know that this is one of the busiest travel time for aviation regionally. So, of course, we encourage our passengers to get to the airport at least 3 hours ahead of time if you're traveling internationally. And if you're traveling domestically, we advise that you get there 2 hours. Now, you may say, that's a long time. But trust you me, with so much variance that can happen while traveling, it gives you a better grip of your day in terms of your travel experience, because we want it to be as stress-free and as seamless as possible. So separate and apart from the check-in process, you also have security. You also have TSA before you get up to the gate. We can control the process that's going on there. And nothing's worse than being in line, waiting in queue, moving from left leg to right leg, looking at the watch, and panicking that you may miss the flight. So listen, command your travel experience by getting there in time. Also, we know that there's been an increase in a lot of Bahamians now traveling to the US to spend Christmas. And a lot of times, a lot of them want to take the taste of the Bahamas to the US. So, of course, if you're traveling with your seafood and your meats, your fish, all that good stuff, they have to be packed in a hard shell container, all right? Soft bags are not permitted. We also want to advise, if you're traveling to the Family Islands, that your first bag is free. And if you like free things
Is this just
me,
holiday, or is this an ongoing policy?
This is ongoing. If you're traveling to the Family Islands, your first bag is free.
Very good.
And if you're traveling to the US, your first bag is $35. All right, so.
What is one common mistake that travelers make that you want to help them avoid?
You know something, a lot of times being not prepared. So we encourage you to make sure, look for your passport. Make sure your visa is up to date. All of the necessary travel documents you may need prior to getting to the airport, all right? A lot of times, persons are not aware of how to pack their seafoods and other important packages that they would want to travel with. So what happens? They have to leave it if they can't find the permitted bag to put it in. So definitely we want to, make it as stress-free as we continue to thrive on providing excellent service. We want our passengers to also have stress-free travel experience, particularly during this holiday season.
Okay. You mentioned the fact that there are some new routes coming up that folks can look forward to.
Well, we have 2 new routes that we have recently launched and relaunched that happened in November. We considered they were like red letter days for us. They were preambled with the assortment of stakeholders meeting on the Family Islands. So we have the North Eleuthera to Fort Lauderdale route that is now ongoing, and that was warmly welcomed by the stakeholders and residents on North Eleuthera. And then we relaunched the Fort Lauderdale Georgetown route. In addition, we also have the Fort Lauderdale to the Orlando to Freeport route that is also in full effect. And what this does, it gives the islanders direct connectivity to the U.S. So you don't have to come to Nassau and overnight. You don't have to worry about flying on an early flight, sitting in the airport to connect, all right? Now, one requirement is that you must have a visa, of course, because you would have to do clearance once you land in the U.S. They won't have the luxury if you were in Nassau to do the pre-clearance. But we can say that we had an assortment of stakeholders meetings on the Family Islands just to feel the pulse, the temperature, to understand the demand, and upper management thought it was important that we expand our services and provide the direct connectivity from the Family Islands to the U.S.
It's really great. I'm sure so many people, that's just going to make their life so much more convenient and their travel experience that much better.
Absolutely.
Most Bahamians, are very familiar with Bahamasair. It is the airline of choice for many Bahamians. Talk about frequent flyer opportunities.
Oh, yes, definitely. So we encourage persons to become a frequent flyer member. And what you do is you generate points, and it qualifies you to get discounted rates on your tickets. So,
Which we love.
Which, listen, we like discount and free days.
Oh, yeah.
So it's as simple as just enrolling. Once you travel, once you purchase your ticket, make sure you have your frequent travel card so that you can generate the points so that you can qualify. We also have the group travel discount program, whereas if you have 12 or more persons in your party, you can qualify for a group discount. If you have 20 persons or more, you then qualify for what we call the group conductors discount rate, whereas the 21st person travel with only paying the taxes. So, of course, if that's any incentive to get the family together, get a group of friends, retreats, then by all means, let's make it happen. And you can make these bookings by simply calling any one of our CTO office, whether it's in Nassau or in Freeport, and we will be more than happy to assist.
All right. Now, where can travelers find the most up-to-date information on Bahamasair?
Oh, definitely on our website, www.bahamasair.com.
Well, Nishan, thank you so much for coming in to educate us on the latest and greatest with Bahamasair and how people can make their holidays extra special.
My pleasure. And on behalf of Bahamasair, the management and staff, we wish to let our viewers wish them a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Absolutely. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.